Hello, my name is Lori Gill. I'm the founder and clinical director at the Attachment and Trauma Treatment Center for Healing. We often get requests to share our strategies in a way that clients, as well as those who are attending our trainings, are able to review them. As a result, we're starting a small YouTube series to review some of the techniques that we talk about in our core and supplementary trainings, as well as some of the strategies that we practice with clients. This experiential activity around creating containment is one that I think is such a valuable resource to help people when intrusions, intrusive thoughts, images, body sensations are coming up between sessions. At the Attachment and Trauma Treatment Center for Healing, we really work at getting to the underlying issue or treating the fire, if you will, rather than the smoke. When there are layers and multiple traumas, sometimes we need to be able to contain some of the other traumas until we're able to get there and work through them in a safe, titrated, effective way. So this is a resource that comes from the book Managing Traumatic Stress Through Art by Cohen, Barnes, and Rankin. It is an excellent resource. One of the things that I really love about it is it's art-based, it's integrative. In the sense that you've got right hemisphere, which is primarily involved in sight, sound, smell, sensations of touch, emotional memory, being activated through the art and the creating in and of itself, the connection to the emotional felt state. But then you also have left hemisphere being activated, which helps to make it a bilaterally stimulating activity through the self-reflection questions and the prompts following the art making. So I really highly recommend this book as a resource. This is a little example of one of the strategies included in this resource. And as I said, I quite often will introduce this relatively early on to clients so they have a tool that they can use to contain anything that may be coming up as intrusive or overwhelming between sessions until we can get to that to process whatever is coming up. So I'll take you through just a guided practice of this, and if you'd like to participate, I'd encourage you to take a nice deep breath, plant your feet on the ground, notice where you are, and if you're comfortable closing your eyes or a dull gaze towards the floor or the table, I'd encourage you to do so. And I'm just going to invite you to imagine that you are creating a container. The container can be any type of container that you would like, but just imagining that you have a container of any shape and size, and take time to notice what that container is made out of. Notice the material, notice the size, notice the structure of the container. Consider whether this container would have a lock, and if it had a lock, who might have the key, if anyone? Taking time again to notice the size, structure, shape of this container, and considering where it would be placed, whether it would be accessible or whether it would be far, far away. Pausing again to look at your container in its space, knowing that this is a container you can use at any time to put things in, to hold stuff until you're ready to work through it, to contain things that are not yours or that are overwhelming. And that you can come to this container if you choose and revisit at any point in time with support in a safe, structured way. Opening your eyes, coming back to where you are. And what I would invite you to do is take a few moments to create a representation of your container, whether it's through drawing it out, through art, through sculpting it, creating it, building it. That's entirely up to you. This is a great tool for professionals as well to use to contain things that may come up in session that are not yours. And to set aside until you're able to reflect on it outside of session and promote regulation.